Hello everybody, welcome over to my house. I'm just in the middle of making myself a bit of toast for lunch, having just been on a nice video call wishing my mate Alan a happy 32th birthday. While I was waiting for my toast to cook, I got a present arrived in the post. It is, I'll show you, this little beauty here. Came from Wiggle. I did order this from Decathlon, but then my patience ran out and I decided to cancel that order and got it for the same price in Wiggle. So when I opened this up, I found my Garmin 520 Plus bicycle computer. And also, inside the box, he gave me a nice pack of Haribo as well. That was a nice surprise from them. So, looking forward to setting that up. I will play about with it over the next wee while, get it all set up, and the weather's supposed to be fairly nice tomorrow, so we'll take it out for a ride and see what happens. Thank you. Good morning and welcome to a very breezy Friday morning. I'm out and about today. It took me ages to get started today, so I'm not doing a huge ride because it took me a wee bit later to get going. But what I wanted to do today was to try out my new Garmin cycling computer. I'm just making my way down Fulham Palace Road at the moment and it is mega busy. Especially with the van drivers who don't want to give any space to anyone. I'm having to be really careful. But I'm doing just a fairly shortish loop today. I planned a route on the Garmin Connect, and even though I know the route fairly well, I'm just going to follow it and see how it's doing. So far I'm liking the way the map looks. It's very clear, gives me plenty of beeps when it wants me to turn. Yeah, and it's going well so far. Just a pity that the roads are so busy this morning. I don't know what's going on down here. Looks like we're coming up to some roadworks or something, so I will see you in a bit. So we're coming up now to Putney Bridge. Just going to cycle across Putney Bridge and then take off to the right and head along Lower Richmond Road and then double back on myself once I hit the South Circular. So let's see how we got on there.
A few moments later.
This map's been very good so far. It's been giving me a good bit of warning before I need to turn, and it warns me again just before the turn and then just on the turn. It's got nice clear beeps, so you can hear it really well when you need to.
There we go, it's given me another clear direction. We're coming up to a fork in the road and I have to take the left fork. Seems to have a different beep for I'm going to give you an instruction, and then the next beep is alright, here's your instruction. But different sounds for each one. So we've got a bit of a downhill coming now, which is nice, and then we'll see how the Garmin takes me around the roundabout at Wandsworth. So far it's been pretty cool. It shows the route in white. If there's a change coming up, it shows the route in white before it makes any beeps. Then it's got its first warning beep and its second warning beep. Those seem to be really helpful. It appears to be taking me on the road here. Let's see what it does if I make a detour. That's Yep, put me on the cycleway. So first of all it was indicating to go around the roadway, but when I took the detour, it's put me on the cycle path. It's pretty cool. I thought I'd put you onto the handheld for a wee bit because we're coming up to the pretty end of the river now. You can see the Houses of Parliament straight ahead there. Across to the left, that's the Hush Hush building that we don't talk about. And while we're here, there's the Garmin. And as Aussie man would say, here's my face. Hope you're enjoying the ride so far. It's going pretty well, apart from the wind. But having a good time, yeah. So I've switched from the map here onto the data part of the computer. I want to see what it does about directions when I'm not on the map. Oh, it's showing me that I've got a turn coming up, so it shows a little map along with the data to show that I've got a turn coming. That's pretty cool. And it's got a little message that says right on trail. So that's pretty good. It shows you as a graphic, but also telling me now I'm off course. Maybe it wanted to turn me a little bit before there. Let's see what happens when I get on the cycle path. Yep, it's put me on the cycle path here, which is cool. Initial thoughts on the Garmin 520 Plus. Is it worthwhile? Yeah, I think so. The mapping system was really easy to use on Garmin Connect, and it downloads quickly and with no fuss to the device. And it's simple to follow throughout the town. The maps are really good on it. You can kind of see where you're going. As for all the other data, that'll be handy as well if I'm looking at my average speeds and seeing if I can train a bit harder when the weather's better. It's got a nice function where it'll tell you the gradient of the hills, which I'll be interested to see when I do a ride, maybe up to Bushy or whatever, where there's some nice hills up Stanmore and Bushy and Harrow. I'll give that a try and see what the gradients are there and what my climbing time is like and so on. But is it worthwhile for me? Yeah, definitely. So there we are. That was the first ride that I've done with the Garmin Edge 520 Plus. Quite enjoyed it actually. Few discrepancies between the stats. The Garmin said I'd done 27 point something miles. I had Strava running on my phone, it was saying 28 point something miles, but you know, give or take, it seems to be reliable and seems to be good. Yeah, I enjoyed following the maps. I mean, obviously this time I knew where I was going, so I planned a route that I knew, and a couple of times went off track, and it redirected me and corrected itself and put me back on track really quickly, so that was good. And yeah, it was a nice ride as well for a windy Friday. There was a couple of times the front wheel nearly got blown out from under me, but apart from that, I had a great time. The only thing was, as again, I ran out of battery in the camera. Just as I got to Regent's Park, and I thought, oh, that would be a nice wee place to have a bit of a film, but there was no battery left on the camera, so unfortunately we're doing the summing up back here. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the video, I hope you enjoyed the ride. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Ride safely, bye for now.